How are we doing? Happy Mindset Monday and happy 100K. Yay! Thank you to everybody that's here and everybody that has been to a Mindset Monday and comes to them and, thinks about them or shows up or just anything, communicates with each other and manifests daily. I appreciate you and hello everybody. Happy 100K. Yay. Yay. Mika, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate you. Controversial Studios. Hello. DJ Freshnex. Hi. Helpless Hawk. Hi, F Dreamer. Hello. Tequila Hunter. Jocelyn Ford. Janin. Joanna. Destiny. Brendan. Mac. Troy. Crystalline. Hello. Thank you so much. Yes. It is 100K and it is exciting. And so I'm very appreciative for everyone for being here. Mia, Elena, hello. Daniel, Duddy, Moonchan, Christy. How's everybody doing? Oh, it's Brandon's birthday. Duddy, where's Brando? It's Brandon's birthday and we're celebrating 100K. Dina, Millie, Gigi, Tommy, Destiny, Heather, Anna. Yes, Brandon, happy birthday. How old are you? Franklin, Andromeda, Angelina. Joanna, I'll get to your question about should someone move to LA in just a moment. We're going to continue our little celebration. Millie says, pours everyone a drink. Thanks, Millie. Cheers. That's me cheersing you with a champagne flute. Amber, oh, I said hello. Did I say that already? Doesn't matter. I'll say it again. Amber, hello. Gee, hello. Brandon, thanks for joining us on your birthday. That's so exciting. Michelle, hi. It's Brandon's birthday. Oh, it's Dirty 30. Oh my gosh. So this is a fun, exciting birthday, really important milestone. Thanks for sharing it with us. That's really friggin' cool. Tony, Pumpkin Spice. Hey, Pumpkin Spice. Hey, girl. Dan Kind, hello. Dan, it's been a while. How you doing? Emily Sparkles. I like that name. Yay, thank you. Sirsha, hi. How are you? Thank you. Yes, it's our 100K celebration, and it's Brandon's birthday, so it's like a double extra exciting Monday. Yay, that's so fun. So we're having like a super party. That's so fun. All right, Brandon. What are you doing for your birthday? Any plans or any success you want to share? What's going on for the birthday? Miss Reject, hi, how are you? Welcome back. You've been rewatching all the content and taking notes. Well, good. I hope it's helping, and I appreciate you coming and being back. Anna, hello. Thank you. Black Lichick, hello. Thank you. Brandon says the best Monday of the year. It must be. I think it is. My birthday was on a Monday, too. I guess that was last year, though, so what the fuck am I talking about? Daddy, thank you so much. The chat's a little delayed, so I had to do that so that the quality would be like better, as good as it gets. But so sometimes the chat's a little delayed, so it takes a minute to see. Brandon says nothing but chilling like a villain. Nice. Chilling's the best. Chilling's what you came here to do, man. Chill and enjoy. And yes, Angelina, unfortunately, Bob Proctor passed away. Bob Proctor is definitely one of the greats in our field and in the world, of course, and helping and touching so many people. So we'll give a cheers to Brandon and a cheers to Bob Proctor. Sana, did you get your hair done or what? God, we're waiting. Unfortunately, yes, Bob Proctor passed away. Yeah. Melina says, following you for 3 years now. Very happy for you. Thank you, Melina. I so appreciate you. And thank you for being part of the family and being here. I know that was, sorry. I'm taking this on an emotional roller coaster. First we're celebrating and now we're mourning. But hey, that's life, right? That is life. Aquarian. Hi. But we will continue to appreciate his legacy and follow his teachings and let his positivity radiate, and we'll continue sharing it. Bob was definitely somebody who inspired me, like when I first saw The Secret and all that, everything that transpired from there. So we appreciate you, Bob, and I appreciate everybody here and everybody in the 100K that is on the channel. And it's so exciting, and I'm so glad to have everybody here to celebrate with. So I just realized I don't know if Leanne's actually going to be here because Leanne is probably in Disney World. Let me just text her real quick, just so I know whether to look out for her or not. She might be on, like, I don't know. Are the rides the same at Disney World as they are at Disneyland? Because I was going to say, like, the Matterhorn, but maybe that's not possible. Maybe she's on a jungle cruise or something, or a pirate ship. Okay. Somebody, Millie says, I just got into Bob's teachings a week ago. Wow. His energy was calling you. Brennan says, appreciate you all so much. I love coming back every Monday. Me too, honestly. To be real honest, like, it is you lovely people that show up on the mindset, on the live chat, that literally keep me doing it. So, if it wasn't for you guys, and I don't just mean, because you're there, I show up, but like literally I show up because you guys show up. So thank you. Oh my God, did you guys hear my stomach? My microphone is like close to my stomach. I don't know if it growls, like, don't judge, I haven't eaten. Okay. Elena says, yes, she is. Wait, yes, she is what? Yes, she is on the Matterhorn, or yes, she is going to Mindset. What did I just see? Oh, Caitlin says, so wild you're wearing a cow print hat. I was just looking up cow print shoes in church today. That is weird. And then I was like, am I a cow or am I a Dalmatian? I'm a Cowmatian. And then we had to listen to Bitch, I'm a Cow. And then Mindset Monday started. And here we are. Cassie, I very much appreciate. Thank you. Appreciate you. Dean is like, dang, how many times does she go to Disneyland? I know. Leanne like lives the life. Oh, Leanne like does stuff. I'm like, you're inspiring. Should be doing stuff. Tommy says, been reading Rich as Fuck this week, and it's perfectly falling into line with my unfolding after The Illusion of Money. Back to back, they're powerful. Thanks, Tommy. And actually, The Illusion of Money is going to be our next book club book. The podcast episode's coming out in next week, I think. Not this week. Next week. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for all the compliments. Amy says, I don't know if I want to get yelled at. LOL, you're awesome. What do you do when you and your husband fight? What are your steps to correct moving back to harmony? Like maybe think about how you fight and try to fight in a different way. Like try responding differently. and like talking about your relationship differently, talking about your dynamic differently, expecting different from him, and reacting different when he does whatever he do. Elena says, I just ordered The Illusion of Money. Okay, perfect timing. Good timing, actually. We might as well preview it. The Illusion of Money is going to be our next book club book. That's Kyle Cease's book. So if you are on the book club train, or if you want to get on it, Kyle Cease, The Illusion of Money, that's our next book. And then the podcast episode will be out. I think it's next week, sometime this month. And we'll be talking about Kyle's book, The Illusion of Money. And, he is very insightful in the way he describes money. And what I like about it is that, it talks about like your worth more so than money and dollars and things like that, right? It's like about learning how much you're actually worth and how much value you actually have, and trying and figuring out how to see that in yourself. So it's a great book. Amy says, cool, just finished Rich as Fuck. Nice. We're going to be like the best, most well-rounded people ever. We're just growing our sense of self and how we look at the world and how we interact with other people. And it's just going to keep helping us and helping the world out. Metamorphic Mind says, love Kyle's work. Me too. I love Kyle. I'm a member of his Absolutely Everything Pass. So I am a fan. And I appreciate his insight. I appreciate his approach. He's like the exact opposite of me. So whoever just said they're afraid of me getting yelled at, you should go listen to Kyle, Amy. Go listen to Kyle Cease, because he's like we talk about the same thing, but in like totally opposite ways. I'm like aggressive and harsh and like, ah! And he's like, chill, it's all good. Everything's okay. But love him. Either way, the message is the same. I just have a different way of expression, and that's okay. Millie, I have not read The Magic of Thinking Big, but Leanne's at Disney World right now, so she's not going to be here live, but she is going to come back and listen, and she just makes notes and stuff. So Leanne, when you listen back, please put a book suggestion, The Magic of Thinking Big. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, Daddy says, I actually got the book she mentioned before, The Holographic Universe, and it's really insightful. Okay, so The Holographic Universe is a textbook from the 90s. I think it's from like 1990. And it's a quantum physics textbook that I have no idea how I got. I found it. It was I talked about it before, but I had this really weird manifestation day where all these weird synchronicities kept happening. And it was during that day within the succession of like, it was like 6 to 10 just random synchronicities in like this half an hour, 20-minute span. It was just really weird. And finding that book in my like personal library was one of them, because like I have no clue where it came from. I don't know how I got it. I don't know who gave it to me. I don't know how. I have no clue where it came from at all. And I'm kind of like I don't want to call myself a pack rat. If I decide to change that term, I'll stop calling myself that. But I'm kind of a pack rat. I save everything. I love everything. I have like an emotional attachment to all my stuff. So I like I know all my stuff, and I would remember getting that book, and it just showed up one day randomly after I got this strange urge to go look for a different book. Anyway, it doesn't matter. That book is really it's great because it's a 32-year-old textbook. And that's so scary to say, 1990, because I remember that year. It's a 32-year-old textbook, and it's just like them talking about the nature of reality and, how everything is in existence now. All the things that you want to create are, thanks, baby. My husband knows me so well. He's like, let me just grab this book. So I just suggest, if you can find it, get it, just because it's a textbook, and it's telling you about the fact that if you can imagine it, it has to already be created. Thanks, baby. Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot. Actually, I have this page. I always read this to my clients, just to like give them a little bit of science that says, hey, it's possible. I've read it before, but I'll just read it again. In this excerpt, he's talking about the implicate order, meaning how everything is like organized down to a science. Everything's mathematical. We talked about that recently. So he says, this infinite sea of energy is not all that is enfolded in the implicate order. Because the implicate order is the foundation that has given birth to everything in our universe, at the very least, it also contains every subatomic particle that has been or will be, every configuration of matter, life, energy, and consciousness that is possible, from quasars to the brain of Shakespeare, from the double helix to the forces that control the sizes and shapes of galaxies, and even this is not all that it may contain. And if you're looking for that, it's on page 52. So again, this is what they said about reality 32 years ago. This is not new shit. We're just trying to explain it in a way that works for everybody and impacts you. Just understand, like, your reality is real. It's already there. It's valid. You don't have to be anything special. You just have to be it. You got to match up to it energetically, and that's how you step into the role. So yeah. Okay. Oh, Anna, you listened to it. Nice. Yeah. Okay. I've heard of other people listening to it as well. Okay. IDK, I'll get you to you in just a second. Virtual knockout, I see you. Super chats. Okay. Hold on. Let me get a little bit of hydration before I get into this. Okay. Virtual knockout says, thank you for the super chat, by the way. I'm creating passive income. Nice. And it's with monetizing my spiritual gifts. Any insight on meditations or daily habits to start? Okay. Congratulations. That's fucking awesome. First off, meditation is the first daily habit. 100%. You have to do it every single day. I don't care if you only have 5 minutes, do it. It's worth it. You have to do it. This is a non-negotiable thing. Meditation every day. Honestly, from now on, I'm going to quit like fucking around with meditation and quit like, you should meditate. Meditation every day is non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Okay. If you're taking a shower, if you're brushing your teeth, you need to be meditating. You do this every day. This is just cleaning the body, cleaning your mouth, cleaning your mind, all equally important. Do not think that it's not as important because it's not your physical body. It is just as important. It needs to be prioritized just as much. You do it before you start your day. Same concept. So I'm seeing that Mel Robbins high five thing she does in the mirror, right? So Mel Robbins, her high five method, she talks about when you do your high five in the morning, you brush your teeth. You do it when you're brushing your teeth or after you brush your teeth. So you link it with that daily habit. And I want to say, let's use Mel Robbins' theory here, or this, her perspective on this. And let's link your shower, brushing teeth, meditating. This is daily stuff. This is stuff that we don't skip out on, right? So part of the daily habits is this, yes, meditation every day. Whether you're doing like a guided meditation, an unguided, like a blank meditation, breath work, chanting, even just kind of doing like the power of now thing where you kind of like zone out and just like tune into just like nothing in your mind. You really want to make a habit of prioritizing having this moment of free space in your mind to clear out the junk and then receive transmissions. So, and heal, that's another thing. So heal, there's another aspect to it, right? So, and obviously I'm dumbing it down like to the most basic levels, but really it's like, those are the three things that you really get from, you get a lot of okay, hold on. There's a lot you get from meditation, but massive amounts of peace, clearing out the BS. Meditation also helps you react better or react less when you're triggered. That's a big thing I've noticed in my own life. When I meditate and when I don't meditate, the way I react to things in my day is vastly different. So again, there's so many benefits from it, and we need to stop like I'm just going to make this stand from right now. I'm deciding for me going forward as a coach, like meditation every day is non-negotiable. Like if you want to work with me, I can't fucking help you if you're not going to help yourself. And meditation is the first step. When like my friends are like in crisis and they come to me, I'm like, go meditate, go outside, take a walk, like stop what you're doing and get clear in your head. Like you have to do these things. It's the most important thing. So meditation, going on a walk, getting outside, moving your physical body. These are habits you want to do. I script every night before I go to bed. I'm cycling affirmations through my head all day long, and I'm watching my thoughts. That's 360 method. That's my personal or my professional method, official method. That's what I call it. My official method. The program is coming soon. And there's videos here on YouTube. My 360 method, if the mods don't mind linking that, that'd be great. Thank you. So, and like listening to positive content. So I'll listen to like a speech or like a positive YouTube video or a podcast or something every day, most days, I guess. And I'm filling my mind. I'm reading every day. I'm getting outside or moving my body as much as I can. If I get, making a point to do these things. And that's just the habits of a successful person, So that's just, again, that's baseline. This is what you need to be doing every day. I also talk about my shit the shit that brings me joy. Make a list of things. That was our homework from last week, so we'll talk about it today. But shit that brings me joy. Make a list of things that you enjoy doing that don't have to do with your business, that don't have to do with income, that don't have to do with self-worth or how you look or anything like that, that just fulfill you as a human on the planet. And you go to that, you do one of those every day. You go there when you're spiraling or you move, you get out of your physical space. And when you're talking about money and monetizing your business and things like that, you want to make sure you're speaking about the growth and the possibility and not the lack or anything else, right? And thinking from a place of growth and what's coming in and what's happening and where it's going versus like what's not coming in, what's not happening and things like that, right? So it's an overall, like, this is a lifestyle and it is something that you do every day for the rest of your life if you want to be the most successful at being the best you. Like when I listen to people like Tony Robbins or something that's, he's in his 60s, he's been doing this, he's been talking about it for 40 years. And he says he's been saying the same shit for 40 years. And the people he talks to, the billionaires that he talks to, they all do these things. So, and you know what broke people when I was broke, I didn't meditate every day, like, I don't know. I think that there's something to be said about prioritizing your personal well-being over everything and letting the rest of it kind of fall into place, but making sure that you're talking about it in a way that will allow it to fall into place and not blocking it with your worries, doubts, insecurities, and fears. And congratulations and thank you for the super chat. IDKTBH says, so as you know, I want to manifest my specific person, and I tried thinking positive, and every time I had a negative thought, I tried to contradict it with a positive thought. But I want it to go faster, and I'm a very impatient person, and I already tried scripting and affirmations and stuff. Okay, you're gonna keep just trying stuff and not getting results. Because what the other thing that okay, you know what? And actually, I'm piggybacking off of what I was just talking about, because the one thing that everything boils down to is consistency and dedication. You have to commit yourself to living as the person. Like, this is what, okay, your message is, and please don't take this the wrong way. I might sound harsh, but I'm just trying to be black and white. Like, what you said here is like the literal opposite of what I was just explaining is the key to a successful life. And success doesn't necessarily mean business success or monetary success. I mean success, what you think success is, period. That's the key to it. What I just said 5 minutes ago, rewind it. So I want my person. I tried thinking positive, and every time I had a negative thought, I tried to contradict it with a positive thought, but I wanted to go faster. I'm a very impatient person. I already tried scripting and affirmations and stuff. What do you mean? Like, you know what what I just saw? I just saw somebody who tried to ride a bicycle once, put their foot on the tire and went over, and it was like fell on their ass and like scratched their knee. I tried getting on it. I wore a helmet. I sat on the seat. I fucking honked a little horn. I put a puppy in my basket. I put my foot on the pedal. I turned the wheel and I fucking fell off. I need to ride this bike. I'm a very impatient person. It's like, well, you better get some fucking bike riding lessons because I don't know what else to tell you. Like, you want to ride the bike, bitch, learn how to ride it, because this is not riding it, what you just said. This is you sitting on it one time and being like, oh, that's scary. I don't think I like this. But still wanting the ride, So like, where are you at? Because your impatience is gonna nip you in the butt every time. Impatience screams to the universe, I don't have what I want. And when you scream to the universe, I don't have what I want, what you want takes longer to get to you. So your impatience is literally the reason why you're impatient. So like I would work on that, you know? Stop saying like let this right now, today, February 7th, be the last time you ever say I'm impatient. Like strike that word from your fucking dictionary. I am patient, period. Universe blesses me constantly. I don't need anything faster because things are coming all the fucking time. I don't even have time to enjoy what I got because so much more is coming. Or something better than I'm impatient, it's not working, and I tried it and it, you know, like like script, like I said, I script every day. I do affirmations every day. I meditate every day. I hope to God I do them every day for the rest of my life. I hope I maintain it. Like the best hope I have for myself in my life is if I meditate and script every day for the rest of my life and affirm and keep my thoughts on track. That's the best shot that I have at life. And I am not fucking speaking hyperbole right now. I'm being dead ass honest with you. Black and white, period. The best shot that I have of making it through life at the best way possible. Please let me continue to meditate every day, script every night, and keep my thoughts on track, affirm during the day. Because if I'm not doing that, I have already been there and I know what it's like. And I know what it's gonna be like if I get there again and don't pick myself back up. It's gonna be worse than it was last time because I know better. So, like, my advice to you is to look into my 360 method videos on YouTube. Again, the program's coming soon if you're interested in joining. You have to understand that like you're looking at trying to do these things so you can get your person, and then when you get your person, you're going to stop doing these things, and then your impatience is going to pop through again. Your inability to keep your thoughts aligned to the reality you want is going to come in again, and you're going to start noticing things in your relationship that you don't like, or entertaining doubts, worries, fears, insecurities, or whatever, and you're going to manifest the person right the fuck back out. So it behooves you and everybody on here to do this work and not just try to manifest to get something out of it. This is not I want this thing, so I'm just going to do these steps real fast. This is a lifelong commitment so that you can just have that shit come to you every day for the rest of your life effortlessly while you fucking soak up and enjoy whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're building for yourself. That's the goal, right? Isn't that everyone's goal? To get everything they want and then just get to enjoy it? Is that not the fucking goal of life? If you're not doing those things, what are you doing? Honestly, I honestly don't know what there is beyond that. To get the stuff you want and to enjoy having it. Is there anything beyond that? I'm real, true, honest. I'm literally asking you guys. Because if there isn't, I just gave you the fucking keys to life. And again, it's learn to ride the bicycle, get back on it, and don't ever stop getting better at it. Whew. I feel that heavy in my heart chakra. That's crazy. I'm going to go ahead and invite you to breathe with me because I'm taking a deep breath and maybe you need one too. So, Brandon's like, hold your crystal. I am. Thank you. And thank you for like, that means a lot. Like that you know that and you care enough to say that. Thank you. Sorry, I got distracted by my backwards necklace. I also have this amethyst point that my mommy gave me for Christmas. So I'm not gonna... That was weird. Sorry. Oh, I felt that when I brought my two hands together like this. It was like this through my body. Okay. Oh, okay. IDK says that helps. Thank you so much. That helped me. I will look into the method. Thanks so much. Okay, good. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm glad that I didn't mean it in a, negative way, not to say that you're doing anything bad. It's just that like, we need to look at what we're doing that's causing us to keep getting the same stuff and then stop doing those things and make these shifts, long term, because you already know what the outcome of living that way is. And you've already stated you don't like it. So like, why continue it? You literally could like stop saying those sentences right now and never live that reality again. Are you willing to do that? And that's for everybody here. Everybody here. Everybody, whether you're a mod or anything, I want you to really think about it right now. You want your thing. You want the reason why you're here. You're here for a reason, right? You're here for something. You want that thing. Are you really, truly willing to do absolutely everything to get it? Ask yourself that. And type in the chat. If anything comes up, if you have any insights, the first thing that comes up, if there's a voice in your head that says something, type it in the chat. And let's look at it. Let's look at maybe is there something in the way that's preventing you? Let's see if we can find anything. While you're typing that in the chat, I'm going to address the next super chat. The next mother. If you know that, then we both have the internet. Okay. Casey, thank you so much. Casey says, had a second date with a guy today and felt low vibe, probably because he was talking less, because he was tired/sleepy, and started crying out of fear that he was not interested, like the guys in the past when I had a shitty self-concept. Thoughts? Okay. First off, Leanne, when you come back through, I was thinking about doing a meditation, like a pre-date meditation. I just realized I just made a new affirmations album for love. And I just realized like that's something that could have been on there as like getting ready to hang out with your person after, and just like missed opportunity. Just like kind of ground up a little bit of my gears for a second. But that's okay. Let's put on the list. What did I just say? A meditation for the thing you're doing, which is going out with somebody. So I want to make like a pre-date meditation, or like the day of, So that's going to happen. So I'll get that onto YouTube. Now I will address your question. So first things first, like my thoughts on it are like, just, it's okay. I think that don't worry about it. Don't let yourself make it a thing is kind of like what I'm trying to say, because like looking in the grand scheme of things, like you're going to have like if this person is somebody that you are in a relationship with, you're going to have low vibes days, and it's part of life. So being able to share that with somebody and still continue moving forward in your relationship is good, right? Like pushing through and knowing that they're going to show up, that's part of what you want in a partner anyways. So let's use this as an opportunity for you to like, rain or shine, they're here. No matter how, if I'm up or down, they're here. They got my back. And when I'm down, they're up and they're helping me. When I'm down, I'm whatever, like using I help them, they help me, whatever. But using this as an opportunity to affirm that they are the right person, or, I mean, if you want them to be, obviously, and that they are interested. What you felt is okay. What you experienced is okay. How they responded is okay. And in fact, it's exactly what you needed to move forward in the relationship. So we know, you said, I started crying out of fear that he was not interested like the guys in the past when I had a shitty self-concept. Okay. So there was a difference in the way that this came about versus in the past when you weren't working on self-concept, right? That's what I'm getting from this. So it made you feel like maybe they weren't as interested because it didn't go the same way. Well, I say if it didn't go the same way, then it's a success. You're doing it right. It means you're working through your self-concept and you have a different perception of yourself, which is allowing the people that you interact with to have a different perception of you. So that's a good thing. This is working. This is not bad. We're just breaking this down and looking at it like, okay, this is a good thing. I'm working through it. I did what I did. I acknowledged my feelings. I purged some stuff and good. Like, I would say that you crying is okay. Like, just, it's okay to have your emotional expression, you know? Like, you don't want it to be a problem that you cried because crying is good. Crying is productive. Like, think of it like that. Like, I'm crying out fear. That's okay, right? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And again, anybody that's going to be a supportive partner to you, which he is, completely understands that and has also cried out fear and is not worried about it and only wants to help you and only wants to see you smile, or you know what I mean? Like, you just kind of look at this from a different perspective and then just choose that perspective from now on. That's how I'm going to consider it from now on, period. And no matter what he does or says going forward, you're still considering it from this point of view that we're kind of like we'll call it revising. So he was tired and sleepy. It made you feel it made you feel differently than you were expecting to feel, which maybe triggered your fears of not being good enough and yada, yada, yada. And that's totally fine because we're looking at it right now and we're realizing what it was and also understanding that it's okay to feel that way and moving forward and intending that it's going to be even better because this happened. Because why not? We could choose. Remember, this book says, if we can think of the reality, it's already there. It has to be in existence. Anything that's possible has to already have been created. So if it's possible, is it possible that this person felt bad that he was kind of low vibe and then it triggered you because maybe he really likes you and doesn't want you to think that? Like, is that possible? I think it's possible. People could feel all kinds of stuff. Is it possible that he was tired and didn't mean to come off that way and like wants to make it up to you? Totally. If that's possible, it has to already be out there. Okay? Science says it. Textbooks tell us. So if you believe textbooks, I don't know. 30-year-old ones, not ones that are, I'm just going to stop talking. So anyways, back to this question. Because I don't know what they were doing in 30-year-old textbooks either. Okay? So continuing on. If you believe Michael Talbot in the holographic universe and Einstein, who says that all energy that has been or will be created exists now, and, you know, how about the PBS Space-Time Channel? I wish I could, what is that man's name? I can't remember his name. I'm sorry. Where he just, you know, discusses the possible existence of multiple versions of reality, all branching off from decision to decision from each person in their wake of moving through what we call time. So there's a lot of scientific evidence that says that there are versions of him, we'll call it versions of him, I guess, that want to be even closer to you now because of what happened. So pick that one or something like it or something that you like and just keep moving forward. You did great. And it's all working out for you. And we're going to give you one of these because you are doing... You said I probably shouldn't have told him I'm manifesting a boyfriend on the second date after only a week of meeting. I think that's so funny. The reason I'm laughing is because I'm not going to say you're right or wrong. I am going to say when I have told people about manifesting, like I have... One time I manifested these people like that live in my neighborhood who are like friends with my cousin. And I was like so excited that I manifested them that I embarrassed the fuck out of myself. Like, I mean, I wasn't that embarrassed, but I like made myself look like a total fucking weirdo and haven't heard from him since. So sometimes I would say maybe keep it to yourself until it's like in the safe zone to let someone, until you're like super comfortable to let them know maybe that you manifested them. Unless they're like down with it. And that's just, again, this is my own experience. I have also made an ass out of myself by telling somebody that I manifested them just because I was so proud of myself in the moment. I talked about it. I talked about it on a fucking video. Manifesting friends. Yeah, and I was so embarrassed about how it went down. I never pursued it again. But it was a funny experience because, anyways, I talked about it already. So, Casey, so let's just decide right now. Those people thought it was so endearing and charming that I manifested them. They loved it. And the only reason I haven't seen them since is because I have been blocking it with my energy, thinking it was a problem. Casey, this person found it very endearing and loved the fact that you attracted a winner to you, as you are a winner yourself, and he is fully supportive and on board, okay? Because we can decide anything. And keep going. You're doing great. Keep going. Keep focusing. Keep giving yourself grace and space and allowance. And everybody, thank you so much for the for the kind words about the 100K. Millie says, I'm not telling my SP shit when I finally get them. Hey, that's on you. You do whatever works for you. As long as you decide like they're gonna love me for whatever reason and not like carry around the, oh, they think I'm the biggest fucking weirdo now. Don't carry that around with you, okay? They think you're cool now. Okay. Okay, Neve has a success story. Neve says, the other day I nearly reacted to the 3D. My boyfriend was showing things I didn't like, so I ignored it and persisted my ideal reality. And then a few days later, he bought concert tickets for us. There's more. Where did the more go? And he also bought my favorite sweets. You just got to persist and keep, even if it appears like it's not working, we keep going. Jay, thank you so much for the compliments. And yes, you seeing somebody get what you're manifesting is absolutely evidence that it's happening for you. And the fact that you're celebrating it proves it. So get ready for your fun Valentine's Day with your SP. It's happening. Literally put it on your calendar. It's happening. Do the things that you would do to get ready for it. Like, what would you do? Would you pick a restaurant? Would you pick a date? Would you buy them a present? Would you pick an outfit? Would you, like, would you do a facial? I mean, I don't know what you would do. What would you do? And just start doing those things. Mally, hello. Mally, we need to do a meditation for people about to go on a date, or like if they're meeting up with their SP that day. Thank you, Lloyd. I appreciate you. Thank you. Lunar, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. I appreciate you. Thanks everybody for the kind words, and thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up, and thanks, for me for showing up, but also for yourself showing up. SG says, my boyfriend thinks it's cute. Totally. That's awesome because it is cute, right? We just decided that. Of course they think it's cute. Why wouldn't they? Sana's back with the haircut or what? I'm just going to keep asking you forever. Okay. Sana says, girl, this is the first Valentine's I'm spending in a happy, healthy, whole relationship with someone who absolutely adores me. Thank the universe every day for unlocking this love within me. Okay. Hold on, Sana, because I feel something happening. And I don't know if I'm just making assumptions or if it's my intuition going off, but I felt like a bunch of people getting triggered right then. But I also want to say, if you got triggered by Sana's, what she just said, I want you to take everything she said after the emoji. Thank the universe every day for unlocking this love within me. That's like, fuck yeah, bitch. Like, that's a great affirmation. And I want to say to anybody that if you did get triggered by Sana's success, it's okay. And I want you to apply this affirmation. Thank the universe every day for unlocking this love within me. Thank you, universe, for unlocking this love within me. Because it is It is that. It is that. That's what SP manifestation is unlocking the love within you. That's what it is. So congratulations, Sana, and thank you for sharing that with us so that we have something to look at differently here. Yay! Jay says, Roxy, you just inspired me. I'm going to pamper myself the whole week in preparation. Monday, Roxy and facials. And yes, I have to get an outfit and mark it on my calendar. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. When they talk about inspired action, like that's inspired action. It's not like you have to like figure something out or do some grand thing. It's like, okay, I'm picking this reality. This is the thing that I want. If I'm really that person, if I really am meeting my SP on Valentine's Day, you would be planning for it. Like I almost wore red today, not even realizing it. That it was like, I'm oblivious. I'm married and I'm a business owner. But like February 7th, I know before, like you'd be like, okay, we have a week. It's Valentine's Day. And again, like I said, I'm thinking about red things, even though I thought it was Valentine's Day already. I'm like that too. Like, okay, it's Valentine's Day. We got to wear red. Like you're in that mode of like, this thing is happening. My whole point is saying that like taking action is just like being in the energy of it. You're just being the you that is going out with your SP on Valentine's Day. You would be doing something on the 7th to think about it, to be excited about it, to plan for it, to what you get my point. Like you would be doing something to prepare. So that's how you be it and how you do the inspired action to bring it to you. Joanna, would I suggest someone to move to LA? I love LA. I don't live in the city though. I don't like the city personally. It's a little too much for me. But I also lived in downtown Denver before I came here, so I was like cityed out by the time I got here. And I'm older, so like if I was younger, I would live in the city probably. But LA in general, I love it here. It is it's a different place. It's got its own things and its own pace, and people they're different than they are in other places, not in a negative way. It's just a different vibe. But it's beautiful. It's like I live in the most beautiful place in the world. I love where I live. Like the weather is incredible. It's like 75 degrees right now. Oh my God. And it's inspiring to live here because it's like everybody's on some sort of hustle. It's kind of expensive to live here. So you have to stretch yourself above what you're used to. I mean, if you're moving here, right? You have to stretch yourself and you have to think of yourself beyond what you have before. So it does require, like, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle mentality, but if you're down with it's beautiful. There's amazing nature. You can get to there's everything that you can think of is here, like all food and entertainment and nature. There's snow and mountains and beach and desert. It's everything you can want. So, yeah, I do. It's an animal. It's definitely its own thing. Like you have to wrangle. You got to ride the beast kind of in a little bit, but like that saying about, I've never been to New York, but they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. LA is kind of like that too. It's, it could swallow you up, but it could also help you thrive if you let it, it's going to do whatever you say it does. How about that? Mally says, I live in the city of LA. It's 50-50 depending on what you're here for. Yeah, Mally lives right in the heart. You live in a cool ass spot. Right at the base of the hill. It's a really cool spot. To me, I'm it's too congested, but I need space. When's my birthday? November 8th. Okay, Cassandra says, Roxy, I fell off a little and it's all falling around my looks. Everything that you have been doing. Oh, I guess. I'm going to wait for the rest of yours to come through. I think there's more to that. Brent says, I'm going to ask him to come over the day before because he works on Mondays. Hey, listen. Oh, you said I'm wearing a pink juicy couture tracksuit. Okay. Nice. I like it. Okay, so Melanie says, no parking, high rent, easy access to everything. Mine is parking, high rent, not so easy access to everything, but easy access to the beach, but not easy access to like everything that people want to come to LA for. Why am I saying that? Everything comes to me. Witchy Wheels, hello. Happy Monday. It's Brandon's birthday, Witchy, if you just are joining. And Malachi, if you guys want to wish anybody that just joined, it's Brandon's birthday, so please wish him a happy birthday. And it's our 100K. Rosanna says, hi, Roxy. How are you feeling? Hi, Rosanna. How are you? Thank you. Personally, I'm blocking my own personal stuff just because I mentioned before about my grandma last year when she, things were going down with that. So it's just that stuff. So I'm just compartmentalizing, to be honest with you today, to be real truthful, because I can't open that door right now. But thanks for asking, and thanks for joining. Okay, Vivian Hoffman. What a name. Vivian Hoffman. Ooh, Vivian Hoffman sounds, oh my God. Okay, have you guys seen the movie, She-Devil from the 90s. Vivian Hoffman sounds like the name of Meryl Streep's character. I can't remember her name in the movie, but it sounds like that kind of woman, like either the author of romance novels or like the main character of a romance novel. Or like a dynasty woman. Anyways, that's a cool name. Says, hey, I have a question. My SP is over and he isn't giving me any physical contact or love, like kisses or something like that. How can I change that? Start saying he is. He loves to touch you. Can't keep his hands off you. He's so affectionate. He's so romantic. He worships the ground you walk on. He's always giving you kisses and hugging you and cuddling with you. He loves physical contact, like literally saying the opposite things that you're saying right now in your mind, and start changing the tide, changing the way you're looking at it and changing the way you're reacting. And, he's doing what you say he's doing. So if you're saying he's not giving you physical contact, then he can't. So you have to say it first and then he can. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you for the kind words. Thank you. Millie says, you could definitely see me on Euphoria. I was thinking about that when I got dressed today, but it's like, no shade. Euphoria like rips off the 90s and I'm just 38. Like, I'm not necessarily dressing like Euphoria. I'm like dressing like I did in high school, which just happens to be cool now. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment. And I take it as a compliment, and thank you. Tiffany says, so much to celebrate. Happy birthday, Brandon, and yay for 100K, the Roxy Army. Thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate you and love you. We couldn't have done it without you. And all of you guys, everybody that's here, thank you so much. I said it in the beginning, but we have new people and more people. And thank you for 100K. I love and appreciate you so much. And happy birthday, Brandon. Of course, we have to give you. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. I'm so sorry. I got wrapped up in Brandon's birthday and I forgot that I have a business. What is it called? Housekeeping to do? I have business thing to say. This. The Manifest a Specific Person workshop is on sale today. Oh, I didn't say it's 20% off. It's 20% off this week up until Valentine's Day using code Valentine. So if you're interested in signing up for the Manifest a Specific workshop, Manifest a Specific Person workshop, 20% off all week using code Valentine. Can I edit this and put 20% on there? Sorry, Brandon, I didn't mean to steal the thunder off your birthday. Okay, we're just going to do this. I have to do that. Wait. That's part of the deal. Okay. So I love you. I appreciate you. And thank you, everybody. And if you're interested in breaking down the walls of your relationship issues and getting the relationship of your dreams, Manifest a Specific Person workshop at roxytalks.com. Use code Valentine for 20% off. Okay. Cassandra. Okay, here we go. Okay. Thank you for the super chat. What was making me feel beautiful in the past is not working or being faulty. Just had a filler incident. Okay, now I look worse. Pep talk to get back on track. Okay. All right. So, okay. One thing that I've learned from listening to other people like Tony Robbins and the people who are, have been paving the way in this motivational space. When I listen to the other people and the people that I look up to talk about these things, one thing I noticed is that the idea of, we have this concept of either do what you did in the past that was successful or it's not working anymore, right? Sometimes you can take this model of what you've done and use it again and use it again and use it again and continue to achieve success using the same model. And if that model works, that's amazing. But sometimes your success, sometimes change is different. And sometimes the transformation that you're looking for that you would call a success is a completely different transformation than the one before, even though it might seem the same. You are not the same. You're not in the same place anymore. And if you make yourself wrong or get frustrated at yourself because what worked in the past isn't working anymore, then just allow that to be a sign and the permission to try something different and to look at things from a different perspective. So now, this is what I'm hearing intuitively, Cassandra. So can you please type in the chat? I want to hear if this resonates for you, and I want to hear personally like what you're going through as far as this goes. But what I just heard intuitively was that, because you said what was making me feel beautiful in the past is not working or being faulty, meaning like filler, right? So working on the outside, trying to make the outside look the way that we think or we have deemed to be perfect, or probably not even you, probably what you think society tells you is perfect or beautiful or how you should look. So the focus is on making the external conform to the ideals that you have set for yourself, which could quite possibly be like unrealistic standards that no natural human actually achieves. And even if they do, making yourself not good enough because you don't look like someone else or have certain features is just, that's not why you came to earth. That's not why God or your creator made you, right? So intuitively, what I'm hearing is that it's time to stop looking at, it's time to stop. Hold on. It's time to start shifting your beauty internally instead of externally. Meaning it's time to start using your, sorry. I just Ron Burgundied myself. Somebody wrote congratulations and I was like, your congratulations. My eyeballs just went to this thing. It's time to start considering, or it's time to start using your thoughts and your affirmations and your words and the way you treat yourself to describe the beauty that you want to see, instead of trying to make it happen with physical alterations. So I want to ask you, Cassandra, if that resonates with you. I want to talk about this the internal beauty, because this is something that everybody can use. I know we all, even people that you think are beautiful or whatever have their own insecurities. So nobody is exempt from insecurities, and we all need to learn how to look at ourselves in the mirror and say something kind instead of looking at ourselves in the mirror and describing what we don't like, criticizing ourselves, pointing out the things that need to be fixed, pointing out the things that could be better, that used to be better, that don't look so good now, and I wish they looked like this or that person or whatever. I've talked about making appearance changes, Cassandra, in a couple videos, so I would suggest checking those videos out also after the live, of course, because why would you want to interrupt this? But yeah, go check out those videos about changing your making physical changes with your appearance, because I talk about the process of like rewriting your affirmations and what you say to yourself and how you react to yourself when you look in the mirror. But that's what it is. It's describing yourself differently, changing the way you react when you actually see what you do truly look like, and repeat, really. It's like we need to be nicer to ourselves. And part of the reason you don't like what you see in the mirror, actually, I'm going to say 100% of the reason why you don't like what you see in the mirror is because of what you say about yourself and what you say about what you see in the mirror. So if you start saying that you like what you see in the mirror, no matter what you actually see, I'm not telling you to see something different. I'm saying to say you see something different. Pretend you see something different, because you can't afford to criticize yourself anymore. You've done enough. So now it's time to undo that work as much as possible by only saying nice things about yourself. When you think about yourself, when you look about in the mirror, when you react to yourself, even when you're getting filler or whatever, like making sure that you're saying kind things in your head during that process, and before and after, and in the healing process, and even now that you had a faulty incident, not being angry at it, not being angry at yourself. If you want to get your filler dissolved, like just go get your filler dissolved and just that's fine. I'm going to get my filler dissolved. Cool. And don't like make it something that has to do with your worth or your value or your beauty at all, because that needs to be like in a locked box up here that's untouchable. No one's fucking with this self-concept. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I'm worthy. I'm chosen, period. So I hope that resonates with you, Cassandra. If it does, let me know. Witchy says, since losing the last of my ability to walk and gaining more weight, I can't do mirror work anymore. I hate looking at myself. Okay, Witchy, first of all, we love you to death. Like, we love you, okay? So we're here for you. We're not gonna let you stay in that place. Like, I'm not gonna let you stay in that place. Like, we're gonna get through this. Have you listened to Joe Dispenza? I want to know how you feel about Dr. Joe, because Dr. Joe healed himself of paralysis. And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to invalidate you or in any way. I don't know your situation. I just defer to him when it comes to medical stuff, because he's an MD. He was an MD. He had his own practice. And he did heal himself, and he's been healing people all over the world with scientific evidence. So again, this is not me diminishing you in any way. I would say check out Dr. Joe, because this is what he does. Okay. So first off, like, I would suggest put some more Dr. Joe into your life. Next, where did your message go? Because I want to address it specifically. Let's start saying, like, can we start with the language? Like, I always suggest starting with the language, but I hate looking at myself. I can't look in the mirror anymore. Like, can we at least get those out of your vocabulary? Can we strike that from the record ever again? And maybe just something like, I'm okay with who I am. I don't know. Like, I want to tell me how that feels. Like, where are you at? Like, let's talk about this. But I will say, like, I love you. We can't have you. I don't want you saying these things, And I know it's easy from my perspective to say, just don't say it, but that's the starting point. And it's like, I can't help but look when I look at sentences like that and just say, like, please don't say that. And, even saying, I've lost the last of my ability to walk. Does that have to be your identity, right? Like, and I'm treading lightly. Of course, I love you. I don't want to offend you in any way, and I hope I don't say anything that sounds ignorant or anything. There's more. There's more for you. And we're gonna get there together. We're gonna get you there. And like, let's just open the door to possibility. You're here. So obviously, that there's something, right? You believe somehow. So let's let that grow. Let's stop saying these sentences. And you have a huge community of people who love the shit out of you and are here for you. If you need to connect with anybody, of course, go to the forum. Cassandra, did you see I talked to you about your stuff, right? So you need a pep talk. I addressed it a few minutes ago. I don't know if you saw it. Thank you, Rebecca. That's very sweet of you. Medusa the Moon says, every time you feel bad about yourself, just imagine what Roxy would say instead. Hello, Leanne. Thank you. And this is other Leanne, just in case anyone's wondering, because we already said that not this Leanne, the other Leanne is at Disney World right now. So I didn't want to confuse anyone. Love says, how do you deal with intrusive visualizations? I erase them. I erase, send them away, send them it's almost like a swipe. Like I literally swipe it away like it's a screen, or erase it like it's a chalkboard, or dissolve it. Like I just literally erase it from my mind's eye. If I see something I don't like, send it away, erase, send it away, send it away, send it away until it stops coming. Thank you, Leanne. My shirt is actually baby blue. Does it look? It looks gray. Oh, it's blue. But either way, but thanks. Wild Rose. Okay, report. Okay. I don't know how to say your name. I'm gonna say it like that. It says, it's hard to get out of your head when you eat alone or walk across campus all the time seeing others. Okay. I get that. And I like, this is why I talk about 360, because the 360 changed my life, because I was able to be in the reality that I didn't want to be in, and pretend thought by 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 thought for the entire fucking day, every single day for months, to create this business, to quit my job and change my life. And that's how I did it. So I understand how much it sucks, and how hard you want to just say, I hate this and I don't like this and it's not fair, or whatever it is, when things are not going your way. But that's why they're not going your way, is because you're choosing that inner monologue over the one that says, I'm completely fulfilled. I have everything I need. I love what's going on in my life right now. If that's what you were saying over and over and over and over and over and over and over every day, instead of this, it's hard, I can't get out of my head, I'm eating alone, I'm walking across campus seeing others, they're not here, someone else is better, I can't get better, I've had them and they're not here anymore, I don't know why they won't. All that, and I'm not just saying you, there's other people here I'm talking to. All those thoughts that you're doing all day, you're letting those make your reality, instead of standing up for yourself and standing up to yourself and choosing the thoughts. You got to pay attention. If you've got trauma or pain that needs to be released, release it in a healthy way. If you can get into therapy, get into therapy. Look into breath work. Again, meditation every day. I said in the beginning of this chat, from now on, to me, meditation every day is non-negotiable. Like, that's where I can't even talk to you if you're not willing to do meditation every day, because I know that you're not willing to do everything to actually make your reality happen. And that's the bare minimum, meditating every day. Meditating every day is as bare minimum as taking a shower and brushing your teeth. Bare minimum every day. Bare minimum. Meditate every day. Clear your mind. Heal yourself. Get rid of the stuff that's living within you that keeps getting triggered over and over, causing you to not get your reality, causing you to blame every other thing in the world around you except the real issue, which is I don't know why I'm not judging the reason why you're not, but your lack of dealing with the issue at hand, which is the emotions and pain that you are still allowing to drive you, and the things that you're doing with your thoughts all day long. So if you're not willing to change those things, you're not going to get your ideal reality. You might get parts of it. You might get pieces of it. You're not getting all of it, because you're not willing to do all of that it takes. So if it's hard to do something, that's your proof and nudge and permission to say, that's the thing I need to go towards. The thing that's hard, that's the thing I need to put my focus towards. It's hard because I'm not doing it. It's hard because I'm avoiding it. So, and the thing about it is, that thing that you're saying is hard is the thing that makes your world happen. It's not hard. You're just avoiding looking at it and doing what you actually need to do. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It could be trauma. It could be mental illness. It could be all kinds of things. It could be a lack of discipline. Whatever it is, figure that out and then work around it and work with it and work towards thinking and living and acting as the person you want to be. Tanya says, how often should I read my journal manifestations? That's like your call. Like, maybe you could read it daily. Like, I think we all kind of maybe have our different rituals that we do. Like, I meditate every day. Again, that's non-negotiable. Everyone should be doing that. I script every night. I cycle affirmations through my mind. I do 360 method. That's my signature method. Official program coming soon. And I listen to proactive content. I listen to, meditation tones and stuff during the day. And inspirational speeches in podcasts and talks and things like that. So thank you, Elena. So that's how I do it. So those are the things I do every day. I don't journal as much, and I'm working on incorporating it more into my life. But if that's a good way for you to manifest and to stay on top of your story, then, do it every day. Like, it's the ritual It's the consistency, it's the dedication that makes the success. So how often you should, do it every day, and then do your meditation every day. Do your writing every day. Say your affirmations out loud or describe your world or cycle them through your mind. Check out my 360 method videos on YouTube if you want to find out exactly how I do my process. But this is an everyday, lifelong thing. It never ends. You just keep working at it. Dina, you're so sweet. Get the hottest scripting journals here at Vibes by Roxy. Thanks, Dina. Oh, Dina, do you mind? Will you link the specific person workshop since it's on sale today? And I'll pin that to the chat. And it's on sale for a week. Using code Valentine. Allie says, I get intrusive visualization as well. That is what the demons I see are. It's the negative programming. Yeah, and so it's like you don't have to follow it anymore. You don't have to listen to it anymore. You don't have to be swayed by it. But it requires, I always say, awareness and discipline. It's the cornerstones of my method. It's the cornerstones of my practice. You've got to be paying attention to know, and you've got to be able to tell the difference between some BS programming and what you actually want. Leanne says, I need to learn the 360 method. It's a lifesaver. It has given me, it's a life giver. It's a lifesaver. It's a life giver. You know what? I would say the 30 days of alignment was a lifesaver for me, and the 360 method was a life giver. Like 100% 360 method, or excuse me, 30 days of alignment changed my life, changed me. And the 360 method is how I've been maintaining that change for almost 3 years now. So 360 method, that's what I do. And it's 360 not because I don't understand that if you turn in a circle, if you go in a circle, you're doing what is they always try to say, like, if you just go in a circle, you're just going in the same spot. You're not doing like I mean a 180. I'm like, that's not what I mean. I mean 360 inside and out, top to bottom, everything, every angle. There is no space in your world that manifestation does not touch. Therefore, there is no space in your world that your awareness and discipline maybe shouldn't touch. Maybe, I don't know. Some people may think it's overkill. I mean, I don't know. It's personally, if I don't do this, I go back to my old ways. So, and not that my old ways were terrible, but they didn't get me the life I wanted. They got me the life I hated. They got me a life that I had to create a whole business around to change. So, I don't see the point in it. Bruja says, Roxy, do you also agree that there's no technique more powerful than mental diet? Even if you try scripting or other technique, but without mental diet, it does not manifest. I see where you're going with this, but I don't see mental diet as like a technique. Your mental diet is literally like what's like, let me give you a food example. If I was like, what's a diet through Atkins or something? If I was on an Atkins diet, that would be like the restriction of food that I am allowing myself to, eat, the restricted allotment of food I'm allowing myself to choose from when I eat. That is a diet. Or my diet of eating whatever I want, or paleo, or vegan, or chicken and rice, or fucking cheesy potatoes, whatever my diet consists of is the way that I eat. Whatever your mental diet consists of is the way that you think. So mental diet is not a technique. Mental diet is, what are you consuming all day mentally? What thoughts are you allowing to exist within here? Scripting is a way to influence your mental diet, or scripting would be like, eating vegetables. Like, I'm a vegan, so I'm going to eat vegetables. I'm also going to cut out meat. That would be meditation. I'm also going to cut dairy. That would be my affirmation, something, right? It's like you're talking about a component of, like, scripting is a component. Scripting Scripting is you convincing yourself and memorizing and reciting and learning and reiterating your ideal reality thoughts so that you can think them more during the day and live in that reality so that you can create that reality. So scripting is a way to make your mental diet be on point. So maybe scripting wouldn't be vegetables, but scripting would be like, I don't fucking, you get my point, right? You get what I'm saying. Right? Thank you. I'm trying, I don't know. It's like, it's a component of it, not necessarily like I think you're thinking of it. I wouldn't call mental diet a technique. You already have a mental diet. Does the mental diet you're consuming produce the body that you want to live in? Does the diet, the food that you're eating, produce the body you want to live in? If not, then your mental diet does not reflect the reality you want to live in. Excuse me. Okay. Julie Turner, thank you so much. I appreciate your kind words. Brandon says, the first time Roxy said, flip your thoughts for every negative one you have, I've done it. And to the point, it's natural. My thoughts are rarely negative. That 360 is the real deal. That's exactly it. Like the more you do it, the more it just becomes the way you think. And the reason why is because you're already doing it. Like 360 is like a way to get your mental diet on point. And the brain automatically thinks habitual thoughts as it is. That's why you have a hard time switching those thoughts, is because the ones that are coming through are so habitually thought that they just pop right out. What we're trying to do with 360 is to get that to happen with the positive affirmation instead of the negative one. So you're cycling these affirmations and choosing your thoughts, 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 and then eventually your thoughts just choose those. Your automatic thought chooser oh my god, your automatic thought chooser chooses those thoughts automatically. Wow. This is some fucking Dr. Seuss shit. So yeah, that's why that's why I suggest doing it, like being so heavily involved in it, is because it works. And I've said this before, if you half-ass it, you get half-ass results. And I know a lot of you get those because they do coaching with you or you're here in mindset and we talk about it. So, you got to whole ass your situation. You can't want the thing really bad and say that you're getting it and do affirmations for a couple, minutes a day or a couple minutes out of the hour, and then go back to looking around your life and talking about how it doesn't look the way you want it to, and wondering why it's not there and how come it's not working out and how come it's been so long and why isn't it here yet? Like, it will never get there if that's what your inner monologue or dialogue is saying. It's because that's the future you're writing. You're writing the future when you're worrying. You're writing the future when you're doubting. You're writing the future when you're being insecure. You're writing the future when you're saying it's not here. You're writing the future when you're in lack. How do you ever expect to get out of not having what you want if you never say that you actually have it for long enough, consistently, without going back to, oh, I don't have it though? How long? Like, you have to do that until the sign, like, you forever. You don't go back. There is no going back. There is no just like, but me, because you've just undone it all. It's like pointless then. Okay. S191 says, "Hey Roxy, I wanted to know if I can change someone's career to make them successful. My husband is really depressed about his career not excelling, and it makes me so sad to see him so depressed and hopeless. Can I manifest a successful new career? Should I do a revision?" Okay. Yes, you absolutely can. Check out my revision. I have videos about revising your specific person, but ultimately what his success is going to be is you allowing him to succeed with your sentences. Like I I don't recognize your name S91 or 191, so I'm going to guess that you're probably newish to my philosophy or my teachings, or at least asking questions. But like other people here know this. And so I might sometimes I yell, sometimes I get kind of I might have like a big reaction. It's not personal. It's actually from love. And if I do, please don't take it personal. It's just the way that the message is coming out. But basically, like, you are preventing him from being successful by describing him as sad and depressed and hopeless, and being sad for him, and being sad that he is sad and he just doesn't have his career, and I wish he just kind of, and he doesn't, and he's so good, and all this. Like, you have to change him. You have to change the way you regard him in order for him to change, because he's your manifestation and he's doing what you say. So if he's not excelling, he never will, right? So until you start giving him some freedom. So he is excelling. It's so amazing to see him excel. You're so proud of him. It's so great to see him feeling so proud of himself. He's feeling alive. He has drive. He is inspired. He's got these ideas. He's up and at 'em. He's doing the damn thing. Like, what kind of words would you use to describe him being successful or excelling in his career? Wow, his career is really excelling. Wow, they're really taking off. His business is booming. Whatever it is, like, um, describe him that way. And then when you see him, whether he is excelling or doesn't really matter, you say he is excelling. It's so great to see him. I'm so proud of him. He's thriving. It's so amazing to see him fall in love with life again. He's got his spark back. He's so productive. Whatever. Like, just using words that describe what you want him to do every time you regard him. Every time, not just once. Every time. Do you hear that, everybody with your SP? Every person, please listen to me right now. I don't care if you're a moderator. I don't care if you're married to your specific person. If you're calling someone a specific person, or you're trying to manifest a difference in the relationship that you have, or you don't have one right now and you're trying to get one, it's not just the one time deal. You don't just manifest them once. You don't just write about them once. You don't just do it once a day. It's every time they're on your mind, on your mouth, or around your body. I was going to say on it, but even if they're not, they're anywhere near it. Every time you have to course correct with your thoughts. If your specific person lives 5 minutes away from you and still won't come by, for the love of God, I shouldn't know that, and that sentence should never come out of your mouth again. Say that they love being around you. I'm just saying, like, there's never a point when the manifestation turns off. There's never a point when it's safe to tell the truth and still get a different outcome. It's not that it's not safe to tell the truth, but if you expect something different than what's going on in your mind and what you're saying out loud and what you're reacting to, you're not going to get something different than that, because your ingrained actions and beliefs outweigh your one a day affirmation. It's not strong enough. So you got to switch the diet. You got to switch the other one, the absolute crushing awareness and reality that they can't do anything but think of how wonderful you are all day long, or something like that, must be the resounding story of your SP, or you're not going to have that relationship. And I wouldn't say that I don't want to put like limiting beliefs into your mind. And maybe this is my manifestation. I'm just saying my own limiting beliefs, but what I have seen as a coach is that there's no way around it. You can't say one thing and get the other. It does not work like that. Just like a mirror, it can only reflect what you show it. So if your person is not there, or they're not doing what you want, or they're doing something different or whatever, it's 100% because you say that, and for no other reason. And the reason why you say that could be is a whole host. It's a whole nother conversation that comes from your childhood and your triggers and your pain and your past and all kinds of stuff, which I encourage you to look at and work on every single day. But their behavior is 100% a reflection of what you say about them. So, and what you expect from them, how you describe them, how you react to them, right? So change that if you want to change them. Can you guys hear my stomach growling? Because it is just going, going nuts over here. Mm-hmm. If I'm saying things out loud and it's ringing true to you in your real life, that's not the opportunity to come into the chat and affirm that it's true. It's the opportunity to affirm it's the opposite. So glad everybody gets it. Witchy Wheels and Medusa talking about 3 weeks to make a habit. Okay, exactly. So Medusa, 3 weeks to create a habit. That's exactly why I did 30 days of alignment. I was like, I'm gonna do this thing for a month. I want to give myself 1 month to not react to my 3D reality. The real words I used were, I want to see if I can not be a bitch for 30 days. That was my real truth. I don't want to be a bitch for 30 days straight and see what happens. That turned into obviously a life-changing experience, but the 30 days of alignment became something that I was recording as I was going through it because it was so profound. It was changing my life so much. So talking to Witchy Wheels about applying, she says, 360, do the 360 for 30 days. Yes, but do the 360 for every day. But yes, it only takes 3 weeks to create a habit. So Witchy Wheels, my suggestion, download 30 days of alignment, refresh yourself on the 360 videos, write yourself a new story, and then start implementing that using the 30 days of alignment. And the official 360 course is coming very soon. I know a lot of people have been asking me about it. It's going to be really good and really beneficial and really transformative. So we're going to get down to the root of it, break down all of the processes and the systems, and help you really pinpoint exactly what it is that you do, when you do it, why you do it, how you do it, and how to not. So that's what 360 is about. Like 360 is like a deep dive into you. We're looking at the whole programming, we're rewriting it, and then we're installing it and we're living it. So 360 Method official program coming soon. If you want to look into it right now, YouTube videos are available for it. Just search 360 Method or Roxy 360. Okay. Powers of Tarot. Thanks for the hat compliment. Bitch, I'm a cow or a Dalmatian. Sky says, alrighty, here's something. Last week, my SP and I had a great interaction. I felt so amazing. I'm still so grateful for it. It was such a breakthrough. That's awesome. Live in that. And you know what's great about, I like what you're doing here because you can use situations from your past where you've experienced love or, generosity or kindness or manifestations coming through. Get into the feeling of it, play it over in your mind over and over so you can really drum those feelings up and then drop that thought and apply it to the new thing that you're doing. But right here, Sky, you have a new feeling or a new memory that you have right now of this amazing experience. And I love the fact that you're still radiating in it. Like, soak it up as long as possible. And then use this as like an anchor to come back to when you need a boost, and to remind you of like how great that connection is, and also what it feels like to have a breakthrough and a great connection. So bookmark, what I'm trying to say is bookmark this in your memory banks. Like, put a star on this website, this webpage of your life. Was it a Doja Rabbit? Yes, it was. Because I was listening to it before when I put my hat on, me and my husband were like, "Bitch, I'm a cow." And then I was like, "Will you put it on?" And he's like, "I already am." He like had the controller in his hand. He's so funny. Oh my God, my stomach. When is Roxy Talk Style coming back? I don't know. I've thought about it, but it's so much extra work. And I'm just like totally trying to do the opposite with my life right now. But I love that you care. And I will try to see what I can do. Sky says, my intuition told me to take action to my manifestation to unfold. I got the idea to come clean and send a message where I explain my thoughts. Sky, I love it. Sky, I love this. Okay. Because there's other people here that are afraid to talk to their SP. They're afraid to tell them their truth. They're afraid to reach out to them. Maybe they're not even on bad terms with the person, but like the SP hasn't reached out, so they're afraid to reach out. That energy is just keeping the block between you, right? So being able to say, I'm going to communicate with them, and they're going to respond, and they're going to respond well, they're going to be open, and they're going to be supportive, and it's going to work out well. That's the place that you need to communicate from. So it's like you want to get into that headspace and then send all the messages that you want all the time. And stay with that understanding that it's okay. Oh my God. Can you guys hear my stomach growling though? Because I just want to know if I need to be insecure about it or not. Because it's going like every freaking 30 seconds. Oh my God. Roxy Talks dolls. I've always wanted. I mean, I'm obviously like a human Barbie doll type. Like, I mean, like my clothes and like accessories. I'm not trying to say anything about like I like to dress up. Like, I loved Barbie. I still have tons of Barbies and Spice dolls. Like, I loved that stuff as a kid. I still do. And yes, I want Roxy Talks dolls too. Oh my God, I'm seeing a whole line because there's like business Roxy, like business on stage Roxy, and then there's like, there's like cute like Roxy Talks merch Roxy doll. And then there's got to be, I don't know, I'm seeing one in like a unicorn onesie. I don't know what that's about. And then there's got to be like the fashion Roxy. Oh my God. At least 4. Jules, how easy is it to manifest a celebrity? Really, really easy. The celebrity, thinking that manifesting a celebrity is hard is just saying that like their job makes it hard, but really it's just their job. So just realize they're just people, and it's just as easy as anything else. Any advice on strengthening your intuition? Yes, meditate every day. Again, this is the new deal, guys. This is my new standard. This is my new standard for you, for my community right now. We meditate every day, period. And I said this a couple times, and I mean this with love, but I mean it. Like, if you're not meditating every day, I can't help you. If you're not willing to do the bare minimum, I can't help you. This is like never brushing your teeth and then asking your dentist to fucking make your teeth perfect. It's like, if you brush your teeth every day, you'd be preventing a lot of shit. So just like you take a shower, just like you brush your teeth, you meditate every day. It's daily shit. It's important. It's necessary. We have to do it every day. So that's bare minimum. This is not, oh, I'm doing a practice now, so I'm going to start meditating. No, bare minimum every day. I don't care what's going on. Okay. I've been through grieving, and I know it's hard to meditate then. Be easy on yourself. Sometimes it's hard to shower when you're grieving too, right? We're easy on ourselves. My point is that on most days, and I mean most days, like 99% of them, we're meditating, okay? It is so important for so many things, but definitely if you want to strengthen your intuition, it's screaming shit at you all day long. It's like your intuition is constantly telling you stuff, but you have to learn to recognize it and to be able to separate it from the BS that's in your mind, and even to like turn down the volume of the BS in your mind so that you have room to hear this information that's always flowing to you. But when you meditate, it becomes very obvious what's you and what's not. Like, I don't know, I'm trying to there's a weird analogy that's trying to connect in my mind, and I'm just like I'm like, how do I explain this? But okay, I'm seeing now it's showing me an echo. So like if I didn't know any better and I was speaking into a canyon or into a box or into a corner, I might think that the echo I hear is me because I spoke and I heard something, and now I don't know. I don't know where this is going. I'm just trying to explain what I'm seeing in my head. But eventually, if I knew what an echo was, then I could understand that I'm going to say the thing and the echo is going to repeat it back to me, but I'm not that echo and the echo is not me, right? So with meditation, the more you meditate, the more you're able to differentiate between your own voice and the things that just flow to you, that come to you from somewhere else. And that's intuition. And so meditation helps because it just gets you very familiar with hearing your intuition. And the other thing about intuition is that, they always talk about like your gut instincts or it comes so fast, but like I've noticed that like my intuition, it's almost like it comes so fast that it's like you doubt it because it comes so fast. And it's like it's almost there before the sentence is finished of like what you're talking about. Like it already knows the answer before the question is asked. And I think that's why we doubt it sometimes, because it's like the answer's there so fast. It's like, well, I haven't even had time to process it. I haven't even had time to think about it. I haven't even had time to put a period on the sentence. Why should I assume that that's the answer? But it usually is because it's not coming from you. It's not you trying to figure out is going to take a lot longer than the thing that just showed up like, right there. Sorry, I tried to snap the first time, it didn't work. Like that right up showing up really fast. Like how fast Google is versus you going to an encyclopedia and researching the information kind of thing. So does that help? Does that help? Okay, I'm doing last call for super chats if you want a guaranteed question answered. Tiffany says podcast idea. Can you talk about communication and boundaries, the fear of wanting to express yourself but don't, and the importance of that expression for manifestation? Leanne, when you listen back, will you please put that on our podcast suggestions? Thank you. Pumpkin Spice says, I got to go. Got to go get boba, meditate in the mountains. Yes. I appreciate you. Thank you for your kind words, and thank you for your kind words to your fellow community members. Medusa, thanks for being so supportive to your community members as well. We appreciate you offering support. Galaxy says meditation is like floss for the mind. I agree, but I would say it's more like brushing your teeth. It's like not that flossing isn't important, but it's like it's not just, it's like it's brushing your teeth and flashing and mouthwash, and like it's the whole fucking game of taking care of your mouth. It's like showering for your body. It's showering of the mind, really. And like you shower every day, you brush your teeth every day for a reason, because your body collects grime during the day. And if you want to approach the next day clean and free of yesterday's shit, you wash it off your body. Why do we not think that that's necessary for our brains, right? Like, it's the same exact concept and just as important. Bryn says, we are not our daddy issues. We deserve better. I just like looked over and that's what I saw. Okay. Lola, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Says, I love rock music, but the lyrics are always depressing. Will me listening to this affect my manifestations in life, or is it okay and just music? Okay. I totally feel you. Sometimes I have to turn off like my favorite band in the world, Coheed and Cambria. I love them to death, but sometimes I can't listen to them because their music is so evocative that it's triggering. And like the lyrics, and yeah, and there's so much passion and emotion and stuff. So I feel you there. And sometimes maybe just listen to your intuition, and like sometimes it's okay. Sometimes I mean they're my favorite band in the world, so I love them. But again, sometimes it's too much and I just can't listen to them. So I just have to turn them off and I have to be okay with them. I love them. I support them. I go see them. I'm seeing them next week. Got their tattoos on my arm. I support them 100%. I buy their records. If I can't listen to them in the moment, that's totally fine. So Lola, I would say, yeah, you said you don't relate to the lyrics anymore, just enjoy the music. So maybe like maybe tune the lyrics out, or listen to it when you feel in the right headspace. And then maybe like I don't know if you're into this, but like I personally listen to a lot of meditation tones like all day. It's not like the coolest thing ever, but it actually, it keeps the vibes up and it helps me stay, in an elevated space mentally and emotionally. And it's not triggering music, right? So that would be a suggestion for me. And also I would just like to say, I don't know if you know this, but I'm creating music. It's not rock music, but I do love rock. So I have rock inspiration. And I've been in a bunch of bands. But I am creating music that is like musically, sonically like popular music, but lyrically the content is stuff that won't take you off of your manifestations and will help keep you in alignment. So that's coming this year. So stay tuned if you're interested. I'm very excited about releasing that album. Rebecca says, Chillosaurus Rex, Roxy. Yes, Chillosaurus Rexes. Galaxy says, Lola, this is a good question. I was wondering the same thing about my love for true crime. It's the same thing with true crime. Same thing. I had to cut back on my true crime too. Just like it's like I've talked about an energetic condom. Like definitely you can put up an energetic condom for sure. Just saying like, this is not me. This is entertainment. I'm watching this to, zone out, and this isn't my life, and these are not my things. You can watch it and see and say, not in my reality, not in my life, and send it away. But just know that like what's going in your consciousness, what's going on in your mind is just going to be playing out in your consciousness. And so the other thing about like, like when you watch something and it's compelling and it doesn't leave you, that's another thing about like when you're watching murder mysteries and things like that. It's like, they stick with you sometimes. And it's like, personally for me, I just don't want to have that stuff in my mind. And I minored in criminal justice. So like I have come from like true crime aficionado lifestyle 100%. So I definitely resonate with it. Again, I went to school studying it. I just nowadays I can only watch it in small bits and small doses, and I just have to be really careful about what I do watch, because I just personally I don't want that in there. Like, this is a replicator. I don't want fucking the R word and the M word in there at all, anywhere in there. I don't, you know what I mean? So it's your own preference on how you want to maintain the environment in your mind, so that it's conducive to creating the reality you want to live. Is it okay to sing the lyrics? I mean, you tell me. Like, your words manifest. So, like, I would say be detached from them. And like, You know what I mean? Like, just being like, yeah, this is a silly song or something, but not like taking on the emotion of it, I guess. I mean, it's like, obviously we want to still live. Who said someone else is a Coheed fan? I'm not going to stop loving Coheed. Absolutely not. So, it's just about, again, maintaining the atmosphere in your mind that you want to maintain, and however you do that for yourself. And if anybody is wondering about meditation, I have a few things for you. Um, there's a free meditation guide on my website, roxytalks.com. In the free resources, if you click the free resources tab, scroll down, there's a free meditation, a free meditation guide. And it's just me talking about how to get yourself into a meditative state and like what meditation is like and like kind of like the steps to doing it. So you can download that at my website. I also have a new meditation coming out probably this week. I have to do my due diligence of my work. Malachi's already sent me the mixes back. I just have to listen to him and approve them. So I've got new meditations coming for you that will be on YouTube this week. And I made a Holy Trinity meditation. So we talked about our Holy Trinity. I don't know, something that I saw in meditation, but it's like the Holy Trinity of you. It's the I am self, the you that you're living in now, the inner child, and then your higher self, all kind of connecting and living as one and like unifying those. And so it's a daily, I think it's like 15, 16-minute meditation to align your I am self, your inner child, and your higher self, and get all that connected and stuff. So meditation's coming. There's meditations and affirmations coming this week. The sexy meditations are coming. Sexy meditations are coming out on Thursday. Sexy 2. That's the official behind the scenes track name. Sexy 2. That's what we call it over here. But that's coming. Lola asked, do I believe in subliminal tracks? Yeah. I don't know. I truly don't know how to answer that question. Like, when Malachi and I create music, we do it with intention. We create sonically and vibrationally for example, when I want an affirmation track, he asks me what it's about so that he can create not just the vibe, but like sonically the hertz and everything to help with that specific topic, right? So I do it in my own music. I think sound frequencies have to be real because it works in other areas in life, and science says so, right? So we put them in our tracks. As far as like words and stuff in tracks that you can't hear, I don't know. I mean, science says that we pick up subliminal messaging, right? So if a subliminal track that you are listening to is made, I don't know how to say it. Like, if it's made right, then it should work, right? Does that make sense? Like, if it's made with the right frequency, then it's on that frequency. If the words that they're using, whether they're audible or they're all mixed up or whatever, are the true words that they said they were, then it should, right? Like, that's why I sometimes don't really know how to answer that question because I don't know, but will say that I use tones every single day, and it definitely helps me feel better and go through my life better. I sleep with them on, I work with them on, I deal with life with them on, so I meditate to them. So I think the most important part of this question is, do you believe in subliminal tracks? Because what I believe is irrelevant to you. It's what you believe that matters in your life. Yavuz, can meditation make your minor wounds heal faster? Yes. Yavuz, go to my podcast. You can go to roxytalks.com/podcast. Scroll down. I have an episode from June of 2020 about healing your body. It's like manifest physical healing using manifest. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Manifest physical healing in your body, something like that. And I have a 4-step process of healing with your mind, 100%. And I've done it myself, and actually, I'm in the process of doing it when I made that video, and as you can see, it worked. You'll notice when you watch it, or if you listen to it, you can watch it, there's a second podcast page. It says, like, see full episodes or see older episodes, or there's the podcast full-length episodes. If you scroll down on that page, you can actually watch it. Otherwise, you can listen to it on any podcast platform or on my website, but it's from June 2020. Manifest Physical Healing. Julia, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, when I meditate, I will see future scenes with my SP. Should I take that as I am reprogramming my mind correctly? Sure. Like, if you say, okay, should I take that as I'm reprogramming my mind correctly? I mean, obviously, right? If you're seeing a future you actually want, that's good. And I would just say that to take this opportunity to say, I obviously am reprogramming my mind correctly, and just like choosing that you are instead of wondering if you are, if that makes sense. And that's awesome. And just know that, like, okay, I'm meditating. I've chosen, like, you're seeing those scenes, you've chosen those. And those are GPS. When you see them, consider them GPS locations that you've entered into your map, and you're going to get there. Like, as long as it takes to get there, you'll be there because you're going in that direction. And that's how Google Maps works, So you put in that scene into your self Google map and you hit drive or whatever, you're going there. Keep meditating, keep seeing it, keep living it, keep believing it, and you're just going to keep going there. So congrats, because that's happening for you. Lola, thank you for the super chat. Oh, and just real quick, thank you, Dina. Dina linked the Manifest Physical Healing podcast in the chat here, so you could just click right here and grab it. Okay. Jelba, hello. Okay, Lola says, do you believe in vampires and stuff like that? I do believe that there were probably other beings or creatures on the earth back in the day that were commingling with humans and maybe have, bred with humans, and like how the Neanderthals just kind of like disappeared into DNA and stuff. I do believe that, like, all the stuff that they like this, I think those stories have to come from somewhere. I don't know if I believe in, like, Twilight, in real life type stuff, but I'm opening up to the idea of, like, ghosts. Does that answer your question? Or do you have another thing? Another supernatural being? Boss Vision, thank you so much for the congrats. Yes, we did reach 100K. So it's a great day. We reached 100K on YouTube. It's Brandon's birthday, and we got 20% off the specific person workshop for a whole week for Valentine's Day using code Valentine. So how exciting. Casey just says, not me. I'm so scared of ghosts. I barely believe that they exist, honestly, to be real. Like, my friends that, like, see spirits have to, like, they're there. I'm like, okay. So, I don't know, man. Aliens. Oh, fuck yeah. I mean, watching the show Ancient Aliens is literally like what it was. Watching Ancient Aliens and reading The Secret that got me to not be an atheist anymore. Because if you watch enough hours of Ancient Aliens, you're just, after a while, you're like, all right, something else is going on here. Like, there's got to be more than what they've always told us. So I at least believe that. Like, I don't believe that we've always been told the truth. I don't believe that we have the truth. I know our history is fucking made up and in lots of different ways. And I honestly, I'm an educated person. I say this with 100% no shame. I don't even know what Earth is. I don't know. Sometimes I believe it's a rock in space, but like what the fuck is space? You know, like I just don't know. I don't know what Earth is. It's weird. It's weird. It's a weird thing. So, you know, I'm just open. It's like nobody really knows. We don't really know what it is. Like we have scientific processes to measure things, but what are we measuring it against? Things that we have been told? Like we don't know what the fuck we're actually talking about. Like what is water? Water is so weird to me. Water is the weirdest thing to me. It like covers our planet. It makes up 70% of our body. We need it to live. Like if you've ever been near the ocean, it's fucking crazy like how much water and how powerful it is. And it's like, what is that stuff? Like really, what is it? Like we think it's normal because we need it to live, but like really, what is water? Oh, it's hydrogen and oxygen. What the fuck is a hydrogen? What is an oxygen? What do you mean? Like it's weird. It's weird. Oh, it's a molecule? Oh, it's energy? It's empty space. What are you talking about? When you really start breaking it down, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like I can't say for certain anything is anything because what the fuck do I know? So, okay, Lola says, do you think someone can manifest becoming a vampire if we can manifest everything we can imagine? Here's what I believe. I believe Earth has rules. I believe just like like a video game, right? Like if you're playing Call of Duty, you're not going to turn into a vampire and you're probably not going to go steal someone's car. But if you played, what the fuck's that game? Grand Theft Auto, you could go around stealing people's car and punching people in the face. Probably not going to turn into a vampire. If you play a vampire game, you'll probably turn into a vampire and like suck a bunch of blood, but you probably aren't going to be around like robbing convenience stores. You get what my point is that like I think Earth has it has its limitations. If you don't think it does, like try jumping off a cliff. Please don't do that. I can't believe I just said that out loud. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just see these analogies. I see these visions in my head. And I just saw someone falling off a cliff. That's all I saw was just jumping. Okay. Gravity is all I was trying to say. Try jumping off a stool. Okay. Jump off a stool and try going up for longer than a split second. So Earth has its parameters. And so I don't know if the story of vampire fits into Earth anymore. Maybe it did at one point, and that's why the stories remain. But I don't know that it fits in anymore. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm just fucking, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I know there's people that like identify as vampires and like drink each other's blood, but is that what you're talking about? Because fucking go do it, man. If you're a consenting adult and you're with other consenting adults, it's none of my business. No. Megan Fox and fucking what's his name do that shit. Okay. So yeah, it's like everything you can imagine. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you can. That's like a you question, right? Like, because I don't. Like I said, I barely believe in a ghost. So am I gonna believe in like a fucking Dracula vampire? Probably not. But do you? Maybe it's real in your reality. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to these things. Like I take the information that I can find. I apply it to what I experience in my own life and what my clients experience and what you guys share with me here. And, mermaids, fairies, and unicorns. Yeah, I think that stuff had to have probably been on planet Earth before, or it could have been brought over from like Atlantis or something. You guys probably think I'm crazy now. I don't know. I mean, it's whatever. It is what it is. I don't know the answer to these things. But I am open to it. Because the reason I'm open to it is because I know that nobody actually knows. So who are you to tell me that believing in mermaids is wrong, but believing in fucking, I don't want to disparage anybody's religion. So I'll just say insert random religious fucking figurehead here is right. You know what I mean? So, I think it's probably all somewhat true a little bit, right? I don't know. But it's fun to speculate. Okay, Linda, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I just found out someone betrayed me months ago. Did I manifest it now or long ago? I thought mental diet was good and trying to understand what I did wrong. Okay. Please understand, everybody here. Just if something negative happens, it does not mean you did anything wrong. It doesn't mean your mental diet's wrong. Life happens. Life happens. Stuff happens on Earth. I swear to God, these fucking lipsticks. I love it. You know, like remember like the book says, if it's possible, it's here. And if you're here and it's here, then there's a possibility you may come in contact with it. But how you deal with it going forward is what your mental diet is about. Your mental diet is not about how come that thing didn't stop when I was on point. That tells me your mental diet is not on track, actually. I know, Linda, with love, Linda, I'm going to question how on point your mental diet actually is, that you think you did something wrong and that your mental diet wasn't on point enough to prevent this. That seems, what I'm seeing in my head is like freshman, sophomore, not junior, senior. Not senior for sure. Maybe junior, but not a senior. Not somebody who understands, like, of course you manifested the betrayal. Did you manifest it now or long ago? Yes. I thought my mental diet's great. I did nothing wrong. Let's see where this might have come about from. Do I fear being betrayed? Have I been walking on eggshells? Am I feeling secretive, or like I have something that people are going to find out, or that people are going to, get me? Am I super protective? Do I not let people in? Like, do I have trust issues? Like, look at what kind of energy are you actually truly radiating? Because I can tell you it's not one of awareness if you're saying, I thought my mental diet was good enough to prevent this. Like, you haven't really understood truly that life is life, and you don't really prevent anything. If something happens to you, you handle it. You don't, wow, I'm so glad this happened because now everything's working out for me as it always does. It doesn't matter what happens in your 3D. That's what we talk about, ignoring your 3D, ignoring the circumstances, meaning not like completely being oblivious to it, but like not deciding that your mental diet is off and that you did something wrong. Like, that's no. Someone betrayed you. Okay. Where is my trust at? Where is my fear at? Where are my insecurities? Have I been describing this person as somebody that's like shady? Do I expect people to do shady things? Like, that's how you look at it, not what am I doing wrong? Because that is what you do wrong, is that thing. Like, it's not, you're not doing, you get what I'm saying, right? It's like the thing that's wrong is saying you did something wrong. Being betrayed by somebody is revealing something within you that deserves to be looked at, that wants to be looked at. So, Linda, your mental diet sounds like needs a little more allowance for you to just experience life and not take the 3D so seriously, you know? You know what I mean? Like, not believe it. Like, if something happens in your 3D, who cares? Why are you even repeating it? If you truly understand manifesting, you would never fucking acknowledge it. Or you have two options as a conscious manifestor. You have two options when something shitty comes in your 3D reality. You either look at it and say, wow, everything always works out for me. That's amazing. You ignore it and take it as an opportunity to affirm that everything works out for you. Or you take it as an opportunity to look at what's within you that may have brought this about with loving care. Why am I feeling like this? Why is this coming about? That's so weird. What does this remind me of? And then you apply love to that area. And I just talked about that in this last week's podcast about like digging down and finding out what's going on within you and then applying love to that area. So that's what needs to be What is the question here? Let me go back to it so I can see. Yeah, so you did nothing wrong, but I want you to start training yourself to let the 3D happen without thinking, again, not making it yourself wrong or that your manifestations aren't working. Like, no, they're probably working perfectly. And the fact that you are on your mental diet and someone betrayed you is a good thing. Because generally when you're on your mental diet, you're affirming good things and good people and trust and open relationships. So if somebody is proving otherwise, you have manifested them to show their true colors, essentially, right? Like we've talked about this before. We've had people, I had somebody come on, I think it was, I'm not going to say any names because maybe their situation's different. Somebody came on and they said, you know, I've been manifesting and now all these friends are leaving my life. And I'm like, well, are you manifesting to have good friends? Because those friends probably are not good for you. And they're like, oh yeah, actually both those things are true. So, it's not always bad. So jumping to the conclusion of it's bad and you did something wrong is like, it doesn't help you because this isn't a bad thing. And why are you punishing yourself for something you don't need to punish yourself ever? Tiffany says there's energy vampires. Oh, okay. if you believe that they could touch you, right? I don't know. Psychic vampires are the vegan equivalent of regular vampires. You guys are funny. Okay, Amal, last super chat. Thank you so much. Says, how to get out of the wondering of how. I know I can't or shouldn't focus on that. In my head, though, only way this is happening is if he reaches out to me. No contact at the moment. I still text him, but with way less reaction from me. Amal, please watch my recent YouTube video about no contact. And the thumbnail says like, should I text my ex or something like that? But it's about reaching out when you're in no contact because sorry, my brain is like trying to figure out. I'm like which one comes first? Do I answer your question or do I explain what that video is about? Amal, yeah, watch that video about no contact because it's going to really explain what no contact means. No contact is an energetic boundary that you have set that you are preventing this person from reaching out to you because it's like there's a like a force field around you that they can't get through. Essentially, like their energy can't penetrate yours. So or like their energy can't penetrate your gate, if you will. So part of it is rewriting the story about who's able to text, how often you text, what happens when you text, all that stuff, rewriting the story so it's not this same thing of like, we're in no contact. I want them to reach out. I don't know how they're going to do it. I still text them. That's not, those are affirmations. What I just said, even though you couldn't really understand me, those were affirmations. Universe couldn't understand them either, or the universe understood loud and clear and they're giving you some of this, right? Like either way, it's not what you want. So you have to change the words you're saying. You've got to say that they reach out to you, that the contact is flowing and free. And no matter where you are in the world, they're always thinking about you and always wanting to reach out to you and share their day with you or something, right? That story has to remain no matter what's actually going on in your phone. And then how to get out of wondering how. It's like, okay, a couple things are coming up. First things first is like, right now I'm working on, I cut out coffee. So I stopped drinking coffee. If you guys watch this, you know how much I love my coffee. I stopped drinking coffee because I realized how much the caffeine was like spiking my anxiety. So I cut out the caffeine so I wasn't like adding to the anxiety. I'm also noticing and working on and I don't want to use this word. I don't even want to use this word to affirm it, to talk about it. I used to be programmed. I used to operate with a program of a lot of worrying and doing a lot of this. And so as I'm working through this, cutting my caffeine and cutting this thing that's like making me feel anxious in my body and like triggering those feelings, I'm also noticing when a worry is just a worry. And it's like, it's worrying for worry's sake, meaning how to get out of the wondering of how is to just be like, you know what? I'm not worried about that. it'll figure it out on its own. He's going to reach out to me. I'm not worried about it. Go for a walk, get out of your head, do some jumping jacks, call a friend, put on a song. Just literally move your body and mind out of that space. That's how you get out of wondering of how. You tell the universe it's going to do it for you. I know the answer is going to come to me, and you send it away. But also you want to recognize if the worries come back, like recognizing when you're worrying because it's the habit of worrying and not because you're actually really endangered in the moment. It's just because your body is conditioned to worrying, so it's going to pick the next worry. So like I think I talked about this last week, but I had an encounter where like something that I had kind of like in my mind got cleared up, and I was really excited for it for like a minute, and then my body was like, "Well, what about this?" And it's just like I was like, "Fuck you, worry." Like it was just one of those things where it's just like, okay, I saw the I said I'm not going to say it anymore. I saw the worry, the program. I saw the program for what it was. It was just because, oh, you feel happy? How about a worry? You know? And like, if I can recognize that, I'm damn sure not going to live my fucking life by its parameters anymore. You know what I mean? Like, the worry is there because I was previously programmed to worry, but I'm not. Now I'm programmed to think positive, expectant thoughts. So, it's a multi-step process how to get out of wondering. In the actual moment of it, move your body, move your mind, do something different. Don't sit there and let yourself wallow. Don't sit there and let yourself spiral. Again, if you're on the chat, I don't care if you're a mod, whoever you are, please listen right now. If you're feeling shitty about your situation or your SP or your any manifestation or yourself, it doesn't matter. Your body, who you are, whatever. If you're in that space and you're wallowing, stop letting yourself wallow. Move your body, move your mind, move the water, the energy in your body. Physically go somewhere else, even if it's into a different room. Do something different. Do something different to break the energy. Do something different to break the thought pattern. If you sit and let yourself worry and doubt, that's why it's not happening, right? So we have to maintain awareness. And so this is why I'm saying it's in the moment there's something you can do, but there's also this process of awareness and discipline, 360 method, constantly, always meditating every day, paying attention to your thoughts, not letting yourself wallow, not letting yourself go to doubts and shit, because it's your programming and your proclivity to worry and I'm not going to use that word, your habit of worrying that is the issue here. Your habit of worrying or wondering or questioning or doubting or whatever it is, right? That habit is now impeding on your relationship. You're not actually worried about your relationship, okay? Maybe you are a little bit, but understand that the worrying is the mechanism of your habit, not the relationship situation. Does that make sense? Like, you may have these feelings about your relationship, but the reason you're doing this is because you let yourself do that. This is a habit. You may feel that way about your relationship, and we're working on changing that, but the allowance of letting yourself spew and spew and spew and spew the unproductive thoughts and the things that you don't like is what the actual problem is, okay? So you have to stop letting yourself do that. Move your body, move your mind, get into a different space. Turn on something positive, turn on a song, start singing, do something. Okay. Okay, and that's it. Paige like just joined. I'm sorry, Paige. And now I'm checking out, but that's okay because it's 2:19. Last week's homework was shit that brings me joy. Let me know. Please let me know about your shit that brings me joy homework. Did you do them every single 7 days a week of shit that brings me joy? I want to know. Michelle, are you? Michelle, you should download my free guide and practice. Like, so for me, I have to point my eye. Like I literally like cross my eyes and point them at my third eye while I'm meditating because it helps me stay focused. Like it helps me like I don't know if it's how it's set up for everybody or if I've just trained myself to do this, but like when my eyes go to center, my mind goes blank. When my eyes drift, that's when I start thinking about all weird things and like playing mind movies and having random thoughts. As soon as I catch them, I snap back and go to center, clear again. So my goal in my meditation is to maintain my eyes center without thinking about it and clearing out the thoughts that pop up and just over and over clear them out, over and over clear them out, over and over clear them. If they pop up, clear them out. If they pop up, clear them out. Back to center, back to nothing, back to clear them out. And it's like that. Or Michelle, try counting back from 88. That help, or from any number. I choose 88, but try counting backwards. And visualizing yourself going downstairs as well. Like I like literally see my feet on each step. And sometimes I see the steps light up with the number too. Just whatever. Sometimes it's more vivid imagery. But practice. Just keep doing it. Keep going. If your thoughts come in, just send them away. If the thoughts come in, just send them away. If the thoughts come in, just send them away. And then there's a moment, there gets to be a point when you start to, it's almost like weightlessness and you just feel like, like it, I've said before, I call it like dropping in, but like there's just this point where you kind of like feel like you're not alone anymore, or like you're not in your head anymore. You're in this like empty expanse, and it's just like you kind of know it. And then that's when you basically have the search engine open. Like you literally can just like imagine a Google and just type any question you could ever want. Why do I do this? What does this mean? What does this remind me of? What happened in this time? How come I do this? What is this thing for? How come this manifestation isn't coming in? What is my block here? Why can't I do like literally anything you can think of? What is the nature of life? What is the fabric of reality? What does God look like? What is God? What are the dimensions? Like you literally, and they'll fucking show you anything you ask. So, meditation again. And no, meditation does not pay me to say these things. My husband thought it was funny. Okay. All right. Last super chat. Thank you so much. Wait. Didn't I see one just come through? Or am I tripping? Nope. Lola. Okay. No. This is old. This is the first one. What? Get with the program. Okay. Oh, Brandon says it's called the void state. Ah, yeah. It is like a void. It's totally a void. It just is. Beth Books. Hello. Welcome. I'm glad you joined us, but I'm literally about to jump off the. Elisa's dropping those reverse gems. And Joshua, thanks for the congrats. Yeah, we hit 100K. It's a great Monday because we hit 100K. It's Brandon's birthday and 20% off the specific person workshop all week until Valentine's Day using code Valentine. So you can rewrite your love story and get to the relationship you always dreamed of. Okay. Mimi, it's your first time too. Hello, Mimi. Welcome. To everybody. Thank you so much. Beth. Come back next week, Beth. Thanks, Dina. Okay, Dina just linked the link for one-on-one coaching. I will say I think I'm booked for February. There might be a spot or two open for February, but it's very close to closed. Otherwise, you have to book into March. For one-on-one coaching, if you want me to help you figure out your limiting beliefs or the blocks that are going on within you, help you get started on 360 method, how you can apply it to your life. All that is available in one-on-one coaching, roxytalks.com. And thank you, to the mods and to everybody for being here. Thank you, Brandon, for sharing your birthday with us. We're excited for you. What else we got going on? Oh yeah, new meditations coming to YouTube and new affirmations. So this week there should be, if all goes well, there'll be a new meditation out tomorrow. I hope that's out tomorrow. I intend to have a new meditation out tomorrow. And definitely new affirmations on Thursday. It's the sexy affirmation. So the sexy part 2 affirmations. If you enjoyed my sexy affirmations the first time, this is part 2. It's a little bit different, but I asked for suggestions. I try to take your suggestions into consideration to a certain extent. You'll see it's a different style of affirmations. It's different than anything I've ever done. I was actually feeling very fucking like poetic and shit when I was writing all these affirmations and these meditations. I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I wrote and recorded 7 meditations and 7 affirmations. And I was just like thinking I was like Ralph Waldo Emerson or something, just like ridiculous, like writing of these things. So if they're flowery, it's because I was just doing my thing. So I hope you enjoy the new affirmations that are coming and the new meditations. Mango, hi baby, come here. Wait, come back. Come sit on my lap. Come here. She doesn't like my equipment. Come here. Oh, Mango. You want to be on camera? You want to say hello? You want to say hi? Can I say hi? Oh, there's Mango. She's nervous. Okay. So you don't want to say hi. It's okay. You don't have to be on camera. It's okay. You don't have to be on camera. Okay, she's a good girl. Okay. Homework. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about homework this week. Did we talk about homework last week's? Did anybody do it? Paige Meredith, how often do you think of your SP to manifest? I talked about that in a video last week. It's like, what is it called? Self-concept to manifest your SP or something like that. It says something like, do this to get love or something like that. That's the thumbnail. Mango, they say hi, Mango. They're saying hi, Mangoes. Let me move this thing so we can see her little face. She doesn't have to stand up so tall. Okay, let's show her one more time. Just one more time. Oh, this little baby. This my little baby. She's over just okay. Okay. Where were we? I'm getting off because it's 2:27. Someone's getting Chipotle. Oh my god, no, I want Chipotle. Chipotle is my life. Okay, and they got new vegan chorizo. Okay, focus. Roxy, homework. Yes, I'm vegan. Okay. Somebody asked. I wasn't just saying it. I was responding to the chat. Okay. I am focused. I'm giving homework. The homework is everybody pets a mango. Oh, the mango emojis. They're putting emojis for you. Okay, Tommy Jazz says, I made my list, got 20 in a matter of minutes. Nice. Tommy, yes. Mimi, is this every Monday around this time? Yeah, so it's every Monday afternoon PST. Tiffany says, I need to try going 24 hours without worrying. Okay, there you go. Tiffany! That's our homework. Your homework, everybody. I want you to go 24 hours without worrying. And how we're going to execute this is, obviously, 360 method is awareness and discipline. That's number 1. So we're going to go, remember we've done homework where we're hyper aware for 24 hours. We're going to go into hyper awareness for 24 hours, and we're going to be on the lookout for worries. And what I want you to do is pay attention to when you worry, how often you worry, what you worry about, and why. Okay. So when a worry comes up, if you really think about it, the worry, you only need to have a worry once. Like, oh, I need to pay that bill. Or how's this going to get paid? Oh, I'll take care of it. How's my rent going to get paid? Well, I have my paycheck coming in. I get this, and this. Money always comes and everything's working out. If you entertain a worry longer than once, that's where your addiction's at, or that's where the habit's at, right? Because I've told my clients this before. It's like, we're smart creatures. It only takes us 1 second to see our circumstances and make a split decision analysis of what that means. Like, you only have to look at your phone for 1 second to see whether or not your person has texted you. Now, that 1 second, do you turn that 1 second into a day of agonizing? Or do you turn that 1 second into a day of affirming that everything's working out for you, right? So what I want you to do is, we're going 24 hours hyper awareness on, like, just seeing the worries for what they are. Like, if something comes up and reminds you of something that you need to take care of, or lets you know that something has been neglected, thank you. 1 time. If it goes past 1 time, we need to look at the behavior. We need to look at what's underneath that. Or even, let's say, like I said earlier, where I had something nice happen, and then like a minute later, my body was like, what about this thing? So it's like, that's when you're like, this is where the hyper awareness comes in. You're paying attention. You're like, okay, so I noticed that I had a really high moment. I felt like relief, like something, like a weight was lifted off my chest, and my instinct was to immediately put the weight back on with something different. That proves to me that what I was worried about wasn't really the issue. It's the fact that I was worried, period. Right? Like that. This is how we're treating our worries. This is what I want you to do for the next 24 hours. And obviously you want to do this for the rest of your life, and obviously the next 7 days, but just give yourself 24 hours for the homework, so that it's not this like huge thing you have to do. I want you to go 24 hours treating your worries differently. I know in the beginning I said not worrying, but that's only part of it. We want to learn, again, when, why, where, how come, how long are we letting ourselves worry, question, doubt, the uncertainty. We want to notice uncertainty for what it is, catch it in the moment, and then just replace it with, I'm not worried about that. It's already taken care of. I already got that set up. The money's always there. I always know what to do. I always get the information. The universe always has my back. I'm always taken care of. Any of those works, or anything that sounds like that. Okay? So 24 hours, hyper focus. What do I worry about? When do I worry about it? Why am I worrying? What is triggering it? Just pay attention, and just like, you can journal, you can write it down if you want. You can put it into a notes app. Just, make a mental note or whatever. If you have your manifestation buddy, if you have your accountability buddy, which you can find one at roxytalks.com/forum, you can hold each other accountable and say, hey, I noticed that I worry such and such, such and such. And Alicia says, not worrying makes me worried. That's exactly what we're looking for. Why? What does that tell me? That your brain's probably always looking for something wrong. Maybe your body is operating in fight or flight, in survival mode. Like, this is why, and I look down and Rena says, I'm always safe. I love it. Perfect. Exactly. Because that's exactly what we want to say to that. I'm safe, and it's okay. You're safe now. So why, Alicia, your homework is not worrying makes me worried. Why the fuck is that? I want you to get to the bottom of that and come back and let us know next week. For everybody else, your homework is find what's going on with your worries. What's going on with them? Really look at them for what they are, because it's just noise. It's just noise. And, the message of the thing that you actually need to take care of gets translated to you again in a split second. You know what's wrong immediately. So that's not the problem. The problem is the allowance of letting your brain stay on loop of what's wrong, okay? Because that's where we want to make adjustments. We are safe. We're all safe, right? I love how everyone's affirming their safety. We're all safe right now. We are safe. If there was a bear that ran through your house, I'm not telling you to affirm it away. Bitch, run, okay? But if we're not talking about like imminent mortal danger, we're all over here using fight or flight to just go about our regular daily lives. And that's why we're all so fucked up and triggered and emotional and just like on the edge all the time, is because we're literally living on the edge of survival when we're fine. Kyle Cease talks about this too. It's like, if you look at the last 2 years we've gone through, us who are lucky enough to still be here. Like, I don't want to take away from anybody that lost their lives or their healths or their family members or anything, but those of us who are still here through all of the shit that we went through these last 2 years, You've got to be able to look at it and see, okay, I actually am really safe. Even at our lifetime's scariest moments. Most of us have never experienced, a lot of us have never experienced anything like, well, okay, you know what? There's a lot of people that have experienced worse, and I apologize. I don't mean to privilegize things. I know I come from America and I've lived in California and I'm blessed to have what I have. So I don't want to take away from anyone's experience. I don't want to appear ignorant to anything that anybody else is going through. But I just want to point out that, like, look what we just went through. That was scary as fuck. And we're all still here. Thankfully, we're still here. We are okay. We are safe. And if you made it through 2020 and 2021 worrying every single day about your safety and you're here right now, your worries are bullshit. Is that not just proven in that moment? And I don't want to take all the credit here because Kyle said something that I want to say. Kyle said he talked to a client and he asked her, how many times a day are you worrying about, losing everything or not having enough money or this being taken away or not having your house, not having your, roof over your head? She's like, several times a day. How many times in a year are you worrying? I don't know, 5,000. Okay, so he said, in the course of a year, you worried about losing everything for 5,000 times. How many times did it happen? 0, she said. So what are we doing letting our brains do this all fucking day long? It's only making us sick. It's making us mentally ill. We're making ourselves mentally ill by letting ourselves think these things all day long. Like, we're literally making our brain areas, the environment in there, sick, toxic, tainted. It's like, it's not a good place to be. And that's why our lives are not the best we want them to be. So anyways, I'm done. Brandon says, nah, help the bear. I'm gonna cuddle that bastard. Why friend-shaped is dangerous? Oh, why friendship is dangerous? I guess it can be. But in your world, the bear is here to hang out. So why are we running? Right? Okay. Dina says, I think that's why I'm so sick right now. I'm sure it is. And Dina, you're a 7. So anybody that's talking about worrying, 7s, like, worrying is a thing if you're a 7. If you're born on the 7th of the month, the 16th, or the 25th of whatever month you're born in, you are naturally inclined to worry and be in your head more. And so it is like, when I was talking about everyone needs to meditate, for you guys, it's worse. It's double. You must meditate every day and you must have a creative outlet you do every day. Have to, or you're going to drive yourself crazy with your thoughts. And I know we all do that, but if you're a 7, it's extra for you. So, like, you need to take extra care. Everything I'm talking about with your thoughts, it's dire for you. Okay. 7s. And I mean that with love, because that's your thing. Like, we all, every birth date has its own thing. For 7s, it's worrying. It's being too much in your head, too cerebral and not enough in the body and the life. So, and Dina, you're a big Dr. Joe fan, so for sure 100% that you're like, just kidding, I'm super healthy. Exactly. There you go. But 100% that the thoughts are creating the body. So Rita, you're born on the 20th, so that's a 2. 2s are very sensitive to the world. I know I've been talking about this numerology doc that I'm doing. We're finishing up. We're getting through. It's 11 numbers, so it kind of took a while to put everything together. But it would be S191 says, insane. I'm born on the 16th and I'm so in my head. That's your soul came here on the 16th for a reason, because part of your soul's evolutionary journey is to learn how to not be in your head, to connect outside of the brain. And that's why you came on a 7. So, Tommy, I know Tommy, we've had this conversation. And I talked about it too, just Rena, because I talked about it. I don't want to give you half information. 2s are very sensitive. So if you're sensitive to the world, you have to be careful, because it can cause you to expect others. It can cause you to expect from others what they do not. How do I say this? If others don't give you reciprocation in the way that you think, it can cause you to feel like extra damaged and extra wounded and internalize it. So it's important for 2s to fulfill yourself. Let's say it like that. Alicia, yeah, you'd be a 4. 4s are hardworking builder types. Okay, so I get off. I'm late for my get off time, which was 40 minutes ago. Leanne's not up my butt today telling me to get off. Leanne, I need you. We're happy that you're at Disney, but we want you back. Okay. All right. I love everybody. I appreciate you. The new numerology doc is coming, so stay tuned. Remember, there's 20% off the specific person workshop now and through Valentine's Day. Use the code Valentine at checkout for 20% off. Valentine, singular, no plural. Valentine, 20% off for the specific person workshop only for Valentine's Day. It's Brandon's birthday, so give him a happy birthday. We reached 100K on YouTube, so thank you so much for being a part of the community, and thank you for being here, and I want you to thank yourself for showing up for yourself right now. Aisha, are 2s and 11s the same? No, they are similar, but 11s have what's the word? Divine. There's a divine element to the 11s path in life that the 2 isn't necessarily like, not that the 2s wouldn't have couldn't have a divine purpose, I'm saying, but 11s like specifically have it. Millie says, I manifested you staying on here longer. Millie, you're manifesting me not standing my own boundaries. I'm supposed to get off at 2 hours. Leanne says, other Leanne, we need Leanne one word. We have a Leanne hyphenated and we have a Leanne one word. One word, Leanne says, get off now and go love on Mango. I'm going to listen to her because she knows what's up. Jinx, thank you, babe. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody. Millie says, can't wait to see your plaque. I know. I don't know how I assume YouTube just sends it. I don't know how that works. I can't wait to get it. I'm going to try to figure out how to put it like right here somehow. I don't know. I've been looking for the spot. We're going to figure it out, but I'm so excited. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. A lot of you have been here since the beginning, and that's fucking amazing. I really, truly never expected people to like keep showing up. Maybe that's my own arrogance. I was like, oh, I'll just tell them the answer and they can go live it. They'll figure it out. Like I literally thought it'd be like one and done and they like fix their lives and they're done and I never hear from them again. That's what I thought would happen. But I'm glad that it's this, and I'm glad that we have a community, and I love you all so much. Truly, truly, truly. I love you. I love you guys. You are my friends. I come on here Monday to see you. Just know that. Just know that. I said that in the beginning, but I really mean that. Like there have been times where the only reason I came on was to see you guys, because like no obligation to work or nothing was going to bring me on except for my connection to you. And so I appreciate you and I thank you. You mean so much to me in my life, and whatever you're doing for yourself, keep fucking doing it because you deserve it. You deserve the world. You deserve everything you've ever wanted, and it's unfolding now. And if you say that, then it really makes that true. Because I could say it all day long, but I could say it till I'm as blue in the face as my shirt, but it takes you saying it till you're blue in the face to make it real in your life, okay? Aisha says, I can't imagine Mondays without you. I can't imagine Mondays without this either. So here we are. And somebody asked if when I go live again, next week, same time, Monday afternoon PST. All right. I love you all so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And just go forth, enjoy your life. Oh yeah, your homework, 24 hours, hyper awareness on your worries, looking at them for what they are and not letting them take you down, letting them give you information. And if you haven't heard about the homework, just rewind until the homework part, which was probably like 45 minutes ago. I don't know, 20 minutes ago, something like that. Okay. I love you, Alicia. I'm your long lost bestie over here. I'm your Westy Coast bestie. Love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Be good to yourselves. See you soon.